I only forgot to add myself to the stream, didn't I? How are you all doing? It's an odd pre-show tonight because um, it's just us. I'm going to move my camera. You can see far too much of the walls, not enough of my face. Um, I'm going to be on my own for the next 20 minutes, maybe, until Dave comes here, and then we are going to go and do the Rokfin show as always, which I'm sure you all know because that's probably why you're here waiting for us to start the Rokfin show. Tonight we have Orphan Red joining us. Some of you might remember Orphan Red from doing the Flat Earth episode we did with her. It's got to be over a year ago now, hasn't it? Got to be? Must be over a year ago. So that should be fun. She wants to talk about remote viewing, but obviously, in the aftermath of the Peru alien sightings invasion, I don't know what to call it. It's bloody weird, though, isn't it? Chime up in the chat. Tell me what you think about it. You got to be my co-hosts, haven't you, for the next thing? I'm not used to doing this. I'm not Cambion. I do have a cat in here though, which is obviously going to make a menace of itself in about 2 seconds. But I'm not used to doing this sort of stuff. This is Cambion and Rich Jug. I could never say his surname. Rich Goofon's territory, not mine. But I'm super interested in this stuff that's going on with the Peru thing. Like, super interested in it. I'm gonna have to let that cat out, aren't I? The Peru thing. Sorry, right? I know doesn't know about it right well. Apparently, this has been going on since July, where people in Peru have been reported being attacked by aliens. Sounds wild, doesn't it? It's all over Peruvian news right now. It's been Moody Mongo. Sorry, just quickly, I'll answer that. I just haven't had a chance, mate. I've been running around. I've literally just come from jiu-jitsu with my son, and I'm having a simply a whore of a day, a whore of a day. So yeah, I'm gonna keep popping up in the chat. You know I do that anyway. I'm literally copy and pasting it now to do so. But yeah, that's why it's not in the box, because I just haven't had a chance to put it up. It's all been a bit of a fluster. But yeah, the Peru thing. These people have been like reporting being attacked by this thing. There's like a grainy video I have to show you later on of what's supposed to be it. I can take the grainy video from Peru because it's like deep in the jungle where this is, and I gather from listening to other people that have traveled and been there a lot is that the like mobile phone technology has made its way there, but it's not like they're rocking like iPhone 14s. We're talking like 2000s, early 2000s mobile phones. So we've got fucking crappy cameras and stuff, haven't we? So we are contending with that footage. There is a couple of stills of something which I find pretty compelling. I mean, if real, like world changing. From what I gather on the reports that have been coming out on the television, I was like Peruvian television. The Peruvian government have asked the US Navy to intervene and help them. There's also been an article I read about 15 minutes ago from a publication called what was the publication called? La Repubblica, saying that it was a hoax by illegal miners. I kind of I kind of find that hard to believe that it's just that. I mean, that's not me saying, "Oh, it's got to be aliens," because I don't know if it is anything like that. But it just seem a little odd because these things were shot at, and then there was reports of a young girl who's 15 that was grabbed by one of these things, and she's in the news like this is an actual girl which was actually hurt by something. Because if you there's lots of reports out there that have a face blurred out, but if you dig deep enough into the internet, I haven't got those to put on because I've got a funny feeling if you put that up, it might get a little bit of a little bit of attention on the old censor front. But you can clearly see if you can find the uncensored one that her neck has been lacerated. I've forgotten uh the words that they're calling these things, but it translated into English, it is the face peelers, which is fucking terrifying. Terrifying. Um, there is a video that came out. Apparently it's been online for about 60 days that show a man with his face removed. Now, I remember seeing this, and I do believe that it was I do believe it was from Peru. The You might remember seeing it. It shows a body with which has got lots of. I do have it. I know it's on YouTube, and I probably could play it on YouTube, but I have it loaded up on my computer to play on the Rokfin show. So we'll play the Rokfin show. We'll go over it there because I've got stuff to say about this which I can't say on YouTube. But yeah, like he's had his skin removed, and it's not just skin; it's skin, muscle, all tissue down to like white bone. And it reminds me very much of the what's it called, the alien, the cattle mutilations. When you know that picture where it's got all the jaw taken away from it. That very much reminds me of that. These skin peelers reportedly were between 7 and 10 feet tall. Um, which is it's quite odd saying 7 and 10 feet tall. That's quite a discrepancy. Like that's like house sized to tall man sized. It's like 10 feet tall is you get basketballs that are 7 feet tall. You don't get basketballs that are 10 feet tall. So I find the height discrepancy odd, but maybe that's just the case of when you see something that's massive. It's if you have a 5'1" man, if you can call a man that's 5'1" a man, a 5'1" hobbit, encounter a 7 foot tall man. I'm 6'1". I am gonna think that 7 foot man is gonna be like, "Ooh, he's a tall drink of water, isn't he?" Like to the 5'1" guy, he's a fucking giant. So I kind of get maybe that's where the discrepancy comes from when it comes to the height stories. But you know what I'm gonna say, and I keep saying it every time. It's got Project Bluebeam written all over it, all over it. I mean, what have you got to think? Like, you have the UFO hearings around the same sort of time. Like, was it? Yeah, before that we had the Las Vegas thing. Now there's this. There's some really interesting stuff as well from what like Maui and obviously a tragedy going on there, and I thoughts with the families. But yeah, there's some odd things going there. Nick C has an absolute point here. 24 watching, 25, only 10 likes. Come on. Don't make me do like TikTok dances and stuff like that. And if you all like the video, I'll free my cat. Look at him. He's trapped in a prison of which there is no escape unless I help with my hands and thumbs. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and I will free the cat. I'm really interested to know, like, from Orphan Red, as a flat earther, what she thinks of the alien like disclosure process we're going through. I always think it's quite interesting. Obviously, Ollie being our resident flat earther, he would be the best one to speak to about this. But it's in isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? He can comment from the sidelines, but he can't be on the show. The flat fucker. David,
So,
how you doing?
good, buddy.
I was just holding the fort down until we meet up with Sasha and make our way over to Rokfin.
Did you? I just got down from the road, man.
No worries,
I'm all
man.
discombobulated.
Yeah, no, she's good. She's just setting herself up for the live stream. I think she's probably quite happy that I sent her just the Rokfin link because she's getting ready. Yeah, so I was just talking with the good people in our chat room about the Peru thing and how it's got my nipples all a twitching.
So much more to life than just nipples. You
Nope.
guys' erotic experimentation is very limited. You got to open yourselves up.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, I think
It's a very high nipple you have.
they're around here. Yeah. It was this. My testes are up here somewhere. It's a strange body going on.
Is that a normal Isle of Man thing?
Not as normal as the 7 toes on 1 foot.
A lot of inbreeding, huh? a lot of cousins dating cousins.
No, no one's dating cousins. We
just
date
siblings, straight siblings.
No, yeah, we date
around.
We date proper directors. The the Peru thing though, I'm fucking fascinated. Have you seen those pictures that have come out? I've got a couple of things queued up for later on in the Rokfin show.
I've seen some stuff. I'm very interested. It's good to be.
Have you seen the bright shiny motherfucker? Yep. That's fucking. I mean, as I just said, there could be bullshit. If it's not bullshit, world changing. See, I Dave. Mr. Eon wants to know, what's your channel, Dave? What is your channel, Dave?
I don't have one.
No, Dave is of no fixed abode. So we have lovingly, like you do when you find a bird with a broken wing, we have made a little bed for him in the corner of Alien Addict Towers.
Or like so many foolish people do with the rabid pit bulls, like, I can change him. It'll be fine. He's not going to maul us.
I've got absolutely not related to aliens or UFOs at all. It's just a fucking funny story. I've just taken my my son to his first jiu-jitsu lesson, which is for 6 and ups. So he's out of the child thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the first time that he's been taught any like submission stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they were teaching him like a collar choke. I can't remember what the middle thing is. Anyway,
they're wearing gis.
Yeah. And because he's the youngest in the class, he was paired with like an equally heighted girl. So they were doing this, and that was fine. And so not only did he make a girl tap, and then was congratulated for doing so. On the way out the door, my son turned around to me and said, "Daddy, you can't hit girls, but sometimes you can choke them."
Only if they consent.
Every part of me wanted to say, "Yes, son," and those are the ones we call freaks. But
only if they consent.
So yeah, that's been my evening. That's why I've been so fucking running around ragged. And
Are you going to start classes with him? You get a
I'd
jump
love
in it?
to, but my God, it's expensive enough sending a child through like, without me as well.
I figure they have like a family discount plan.
Mm-mm. No, no, no. You just get this. This is the thing. America's great for discounts. Over here, you just get fingered the most amount of times possible.
Got to pay extra for that over here.
um, yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to asking Sasha as well. I've just said to the chat.
She's interesting.
Um, well, I'm looking forward to asking her what she thinks about the whole like UFO disclosure thing, because I think the minute when you're like a flat earther, I think it takes on a completely different
Maybe. I think we'll find out.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We got to go over there now? We busting out of here?
I think maybe give it 5 minutes. Give it 5 minutes and we'll pop over.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's also some I've stuck this in as well just because I think it might I'm amazed that there are people that don't know about the Peru thing.
I was having
Yeah.
a conversation with one of them today. One of my friends was fully
Yeah.
unaware.
Dobber Lord, make sure you follow the link I've just put in the description. Come over to the Rokfin show. It will be the first thing we address, probably, because I've got a couple of videos to roll, and I want to get the guys' thoughts on them. Orphan Red, it's okay. You're not in the wrong StreamYard studio. We just do we do a little pre-show on YouTube, and then we head over. We will be joining you.
Yeah, I just sent her a message
in minutes. So I can't remember what I was going to say then.
Peru.
Oh yeah, the Maui thing, the wildfires that are going on in Maui. There's a couple of really interesting photographs that have come out about that.
Yeah, what looks like a laser.
Yeah. I mean, this is the funny thing. Like, I mean, we'll talk some more about this in a minute, but the thing that people talk about when they talk about Project Bluebeam and stuff, I don't think anyone ever takes into consideration the fact that there might be actual damage and actual casualties if this was going to be a thing, and maybe we've just seen a lot of tests from different things.
Yeah, the Maui picture also looks like it could be
a lens flare.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I did think that as well.
Yeah,
but
there's also a phenomenon in high humidity areas where the light grabs and runs like columns. You see it in like remote cold areas.
Yes.
Yeah, you also see it in high humid, because I live in a fairly warm, humid area with lots of clouds and stuff, and we'll see that here. Looks like pillars going off into the clouds. So
I think when you look at that, but also take into consideration some of the strange photographs that came out of the California wildfires, then it takes on a more conspiratorial look.
It also wasn't too long ago they were actually showing pictures of lasers on Hawaii, and when they claimed it was a Chinese satellite that was just doing mapping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
very interesting. Right, people, there is 28 of you here. I expect to see you all over on Rokfin. Remember, if you're one of these people that keep going, oh, I quite like watching this show, but I don't really want to go somewhere else. That's fucking lazy, because it's like a click. You don't have to go anywhere. It's not like we're asking you to come to a different building. But you don't have to sign up to anything. If you just want to stick the show in, I don't know, whatever you fucking weirdos do when you watch us, just click the link and you can watch. You don't have to sign up to Rokfin. You can't comment, but you can just watch if that's your jam. If you're a voyeur,
if that's what turns you on. Yeah,
I don't mind what you're doing. as long as I have your attention.
I prefer participation. Yeah.
No. I mean,
do. Let's all
no,
join in. Extra hand, right?
no,
Come on.
no. I'm
Slip a
like,
pinky in there. See what happens.
what's his name? What was the comedian's name? God, one of the best known comedians in the world. Louis C.K. I'm more of him. Like, I'll just do it.
Right in front of you.
You just watch me do it. Yeah, just watch me do my thing.
What a fucking broken person that must be. That's how no, I don't want you to touch me. Keep all your clothes on. Just watch me and then maybe belittle me afterwards.
See, I look at it as the completely opposite way of that. I look at it as him going, "No, I'm going to do this in front of you, and you have to watch me. You
No,
take
that's
control of that fucking
definitely not
situation.
how that went
You
down.
take control of it." Yes,
No, have
do.
you seen that guy? It was definitely sad.
You
It was a
probably
sad situation. There was crying involved on his end, awkwardness on the other person. Is that all there is? Good Lord.
They're never hung, are they?
Not the
Like
weirdos.
the weirdos, they're always it's always nubs. Anyway, right, we will be back in minutes over on Rokfin. It's going to be a good show. Ollie's not here, so just come and join us. Bye bye.